Welcome to T's Multiverse. I'm your host, Tyrus, and I got a good one today, folks. We're going to be reviewing the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse speed metal version of my main man, Jay Garrick. Now, I know a lot of people out there feel that Barry Allen is their standard go-to Flash, and I totally get that. I love Barry. He's my favorite behind Jay Garrick. And I know a lot of people out there who are big fans of Wally West, because I've even heard people say that Wally West is their go-to Flash, because in the comics for a while, when Barry Allen had, I think Barry Allen died in Crisis, Wally West took over as the Flash. And then you have the whole Justice League animated series where, Wally West was the Flash. So I understand why people feel like Wally West is their go-to Flash. So, you can't go wrong either way. But my Flash is Jay Garrick. I just love Jay Garrick. I just love the old school, veteran characters. He was the first. And I'm really hoping that we get to see Jay Garrick in a live action film alongside the Justice Society. They've already introduced that team in Black Adam. And it seems like they're going to continue to build on what they have there. So that's going to be exciting. John Wesley Shipp did an excellent job as Jay Garrick on the Flash TV series. I would not mind to see him back as Jay Garrick in a live action movie or a spinoff series. I love John Wesley Shipp. I hope he continues to play either the Barry Allen Flash, because I love that old 90s Flash show, or Jay Garrick. Either way, I want John Wesley Shipp to play a speedster again. I want him to play the Flash. Now, when this wave was first revealed, I was a little skeptical, because I was like, I don't know about this. I don't know. But it's grown on me. And as you can see, the one thing I wasn't skeptical about is Jay Garrick. I was like, okay, I'm all in with Jay Garrick, because I need a Jay Garrick to be a part of my collection. But the rest of the wave has grown on me too. I've seen in-hand versions of the rest of the figures, and they look really solid. And the one thing that stands out to me with this wave alongside Jay Garrick is the Build-A-Figure. And the Build-A-Figure being the Darkest Knight, it looks phenomenal. So I cannot wait to build that figure and to get him in hand and everything. Speaking of Blackest Knight, he comes with his head. So here is the Darkest Knight. Is this the Darkest Knight or the Blackest Knight? I keep saying Darkest Knight, but this is actually, I got it right. So this is the Darkest Knight Build-A-Figure head. So he comes with the head, and it looks great. And the thing that impresses me about this Build-A-Figure is it's made out of this translucent plastic. And I love translucent plastic, so that's right up my alley. And then another thing that's impressive is the mouth. It articulates, so that's really cool. So it's really interesting to get something like this. And again, I look forward to building the Darkest Knight. And then Jay Garrick, of course, he comes with his collector's card here. So he has his collector card. And then on the back, we have Jay Garrick's data file. And then Jay Garrick also comes with the old trusty McFarlane Toys display stand. He has to come with that. He comes with some cool lightning effects too. So these are the lightning effects that Jay Garrick comes with as well. He comes with 4 lightning effects that you can attach to him. So we'll test that out shortly. So this is cool here. So it comes with that. I like it. All right. So now, I babbled on about the accessories and everything. Let's take a closer look at Mr. Jay Garrick here. So this is based off the whole Dark Knights death metal story arc, where everybody was basically dressed up as 90s, rock stars. They really were, man. They just went all out with those designs. They just went crazy, but it was a bit of a different take on the characters design wise, and the story was really off the wall. But I appreciated it for what it was. It was a pretty good read, man. But even with this being just a different look for Jay Garrick, I dig this design, man. I like it. I really like it. Now make no mistake, I do want a classic Jay Garrick. Y'all know I'm old school, so I'm really hoping that we get a classic Jay Garrick soon. At some point. McFarlane, he nails into that classic stuff. We've seen that before with the Blue Beetle and Booster Gold, the Year 2 Batman. We've seen classic Kyle Reiner released recently. We've seen the classic Martian Manhunter. So, it's not out of the realm of possibility that we could get a classic Jay Garrick. So hopefully we'll get a classic Jay Garrick. I'm hoping soon. Hoping it'd be cool if we got a Justice Society wave, with Jay Garrick and all the rest of those guys, Alan Scott, what's Wildcat and stuff like that. I'm hoping we get something like that at some point or another. But articulation wise, this guy's pretty solid, man. I like what he brings to the table articulation wise. To be a speedster, he has to have some really solid articulation all the way around. Of course, he has double jointed knees and everything. Little spike boots right here, man. Overall, just take one more look at this design, man. So he has this little biker jacket here. He has the little, a flash emblem here. It's an even larger emblem than normal. Of course, he has still the denim jeans and everything, but he has the chains and everything. Like I said, they just went all out with the designs with the whole death metal story arc here. And he has the little metal here around the boots. This is kind of like Batman-like here. This right here and the gauntlets here has the little fins, metal fins. This is more Batman-like right here, which is interesting. He has the spike knee pads. This is more like a Spawn or whatever. So this reminds me of Spawn, man. It's like I said, this is those 90s designs of characters that they had, man, back in the day that they utilized for that death metal story arc. But again, even though this is different, I still like it. It looks cool, man. It looks cool to see Jay Garrick in something like this. He looks different. I'm open to different designs and incarnations of characters. Again, articulation wise, he's pretty solid, man. Double jointed knees, elbows as well. Nice articulation in the elbows, the wrist area. Head moves around really well. Here he has this vintage, Jay Garrick helmet on. He has the little wings on each side. And if you look closely, he has a lightning bolt down one side of his face. That's really accurate to what he had in the story arc and everything. So he looks good, man. I like this. I'm just really happy to have a Jay Garrick to add to my collection for right now until I get the classic one, because I'm hoping we get a classic Jay Garrick. But this guy looks solid, y'all. And overall, this is just a fun figure to have. I appreciate the alternate takes that we've been given with the figures through the death metal line. It just takes me back to the 90s when the characters were designed, in terms of, attempting to give them, more of a serious look. They would go, to these lengths here, especially like the Spawn characters. They had all that spikes everywhere. Again, this is more Batman-like here with the fins around the legs and the arms. But I appreciate this character for what it is, and I like, just a different take that they've given him. Now, make no mistake, I still want that classic Jay Garrick. I can't stress that enough. I still would like to have that classic Jay Garrick, and I feel like at some point we'll get one. But overall, really, I like this figure. This is the one that stands out to me out of all the figures in the wave, along with the Build-A-Figure. This is the one here. Yeah, really appreciate this figure here. And I just like how the helmet lays, if you position it this way, gives him that look of mystery, gives Jay Garrick a bit of an edge to him. And I like that. And I just like the little jacket here. It just gives him a cool, look. I like that. So, and articulation wise, these figures, the articulation is great, I feel. You're going to need that, especially with speedsters. You want to be able to put them into all types of action, running poses, like this one right here. And it definitely, the articulation definitely works, well with this figure here. So I'm happy with this Jay Garrick. But let's test out the lightning effects, because he has these lightning effects here. So let's test these out, and let's attach them to the arm here. These lightning effects look awesome on this Jay Garrick figure. They really work well. I love how they sculpted them throughout. They play off this figure really well. It gives him that Speed Force, lightning effect to him. And again, along with the overall, death metal look, again, it gives him that edge that I really like. And so I love it, folks. I love it. So let's get him to pose as we head on out into the next segment, because Jay Garrick, he is getting ready, folks. He's really getting ready to tap into the Speed Force. And as he's doing so, we're going to head on into the next segment, folks. All right. Let's get to it. Now that Jay Garrick has tapped into the Speed Force, he's captured the attention of two additional speedsters, also from McFarlane Toys. We have the Walmart exclusive, the Wally West Flash, as well as the DC Rebirth Barry Allen Flash. So now we've assembled three of everyone's most favorite speedsters. And just to show you just how heavy metal and how off the wall that Dark Knight's Death Metal series was with all its designs, we have also here from McFarlane Toys, Batman with his sheath weapon, as well as the Bat Cycle. Now, this Bat Cycle was awesome, folks. I love this Bat Cycle. And then up next, we have the long-haired, heavy metal looking, almost dark side Superman figure. And last but not least, we have the champion of the Amazons, Wonder Woman, with her chainsaw lasso weapon. Yeah. That story was off the wall, folks. It was all, man, I tell you, it was crazy. All right, let's get on to the next. And it looks like my man Jay Garrick has run into some trouble here because we have also from McFarlane Toys the Red Death figure. Now, if you're not familiar with this character, he's also from that Dark Knight's Death Metal series, and he is actually a combination of Batman gone crazy and the Barry Allen Flash. So he is pretty serious, folks. He's serious. He's trouble. And then up next we have the Flash's most notorious villain, Ilbathon, aka the Reverse Flash figure. All right, folks, that's all I have for this episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. I truly appreciate it. I hope you all enjoyed this review. I love this Jay Garrick. I like this different take on him. He looks cool in this new costume here. I still want that classic Jay Garrick. Don't get me wrong. I'm still holding out hope for that classic Jay Garrick, and I think we'll get it at some point or another. But I love how the lightning effects work with this character here. It really brings Jay Garrick to life that much more. This is just an exciting time with the DC Multiverse line. I mean, McFarlane Toys is just knocking it out of the park with these reveals. I mean, we're getting one reveal after another. You know, we're seeing so many characters realize from the DC universe throughout this entire DC Multiverse line, and exciting for us both as a collector and as DC fans. Not so exciting for our pockets because he just keeps coming with one reveal after another. But all in all, really excited and happy about this figure and this wave. I look forward to diving more into this wave. I look forward to, building that Darkest Night character. And then on top of that, maybe I might find another favorite character from within this wave. Who knows? We'll see. But all in all, really happy with this Jay Garrick character. Again, folks, thank you so much for tuning in. I truly appreciate it. A huge shout out, as always, to my subscribers. You are awesome. I truly appreciate all the support. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, I'd like to ask that you subscribe. We have an awesome community here, and I'd like for you to be a part of it. So hit that subscription button. Also, folks, be sure to comment below. I always look forward to interacting with you all. That engagement helps the channel. Also, hit that like button. Smash that bell for all notifications. And if you did those things, folks, I truly appreciate it. And until next time, folks, be good to one another. Be safe. Stay tuned. And I'll see y'all in the Speed Force. Till next time, folks. Bye for now.